That time is 8:48 in the morning time on this Monday morning, February 4th, 2019. Time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, February 4th, 2019. Get on! And good morning to you all this lovely Monday morning, February 4th, 2019. It's 8:48 and it is 40 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories of the Peter Channel Morning News is President Trump is teasing potential bombshells for a State of the Union address. They could include a national emergency over the wall and a new summer with Kim Jong-un. Eyes on Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax Hill, Virginia, as Norfolk risks call to resign. CNN poll says 4 of the 10 called this the worst government in their lifetimes. Trump calls for Canadian troops to watch Iran, possibly having the nicest fight. NFL commercial wins USA Today's at meeting with Tackle Phil on celebration of the 100-year game. Poll Democrats have reason to fret Schultz. Brooklyn prison has power restored after inmates go days without lights and heat them in parallel or vortex. Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. He has 6 Super Bowl rings and last night's 13-3 win over the Los Angeles Rams in Super Bowl 53. It's the lowest scoring Super Bowl since Super Bowl 7 back in 1973, in which the Dolphins beat the Redskins 14-7. Maduro refuses Europe's ultimatum in the call. Dual elections in Venezuela and threats the White House stained with blood if Trump intervenes. Venezuela presses erupts Russia, and Maduro Ferrier says the EU recognizes Guaido as a leader. Australia floods crocodile seed at once in a century waters. Nayib Bukele, an outsider candidate, claims victory in the El Salvador election. Mother feared to the West Canada with stranger in not part of her parking lot. Cooking oil foul leaves the blocks of kitchen and Plainville home. Prominent man abandons cannon in broad daylight. Stocks making the biggest boost pre-market Papa John's, Spotify, Clocks, Yelp, and more. Australia big in the price, giving reports calls for an industry overhaul. The easy 10% is already made now. Get ready for February. The Dow up 64.22 at 25.063.89. SP 5 up 2.43 at 26.53. Nasdaq dot 17.87 at 72.63.87. Climate change will even change the color of ocean, study says. How easy will it be to build on a moon base? NASA warning as world's most dangerous glacier to collapse after a huge cavity found. Who and vaccine group back critical cervical cancer shots? Yale New Haven Hospital confirms 2 cases of measles. European nation declared recognition of Guaido as Venezuela leader. Nayib Bukele of El Salvador, Great Alliance for National Unity Party, declared victory in the country's presidential election Sunday. A federal judge in New York will hand over the prosecution of accused drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman to jurors on Monday. Trump will do whatever necessary for a wall on U.S.-Mexico border. Power restored to New York prison. Cuomo calls for investigation. Lacking USDA crop reports. Farmers make critical decision in the dark. 5 people were killed and 2 were injured after plane crash in Orange County, California, home officials said. A 3rd recreational pot shop applies for out of a permit. Okay, look at that sports. The Celtics and the Bruins have the night off. A giant mess on live TV as CBS tries to review Brady. 3 tap-ins and Manchester City is back to its old self. Sartre not happy with Manchester United's back victory at Leicester, and men lean in search for Sal's plane says wreckage found. All right, looking at the train. Worcester Line trade 510 724 from Worcester is up at 25 30 minutes behind between West Natick and South Station to the Miracle Mercy and Middleburg trade 005 824 from South Station up 5 10 minutes behind schedule between Quincy and Middleburg. Robert, somebody spelled Middleburg wrong on the MBTA website. And Thursday are looking good. 95 on the southbound side, slow between Pittsburgh and Providence. 146 on the southbound side, slow between 95 downtown Providence. 146 on the southbound side, slow around the Sales Award in North Springfield, Rhode Island. 99 northbound side, slow between 146 on the Route 122 and Woonsocket stretch. 95 northbound side, slow between 295 and 152 in Attleboro. 295 on the northbound side, it is slow around 85 in Attleboro. 195 westbound side, slow between 140 east Parkway to Route down to Providence. Route 1 on the westbound side, so at the North Kingstown stretch. 95 on the southbound side, slow at 128 in Kenton. 128 on the northbound side, slow. Route 3 at the northbound side, so between Jersey, Heenan, and Breakthrough Split. Route 123 on the southbound side, so 220 Rockland. 120 at the northbound side, so between Needham and Route 20 Waltham. 7 Expressway, northbound side, so between Quincy and downtown Boston. 83 both ends downtown Boston backed up. Mass Pike eastbound side, slow around Wellesley at the 7 Expressway downtown Boston. Mass Pike westbound side, so between Lawyer Point down to South Boston. And Mass Pike westbound side, slow around Newton Quarter. 128 at the southbound side, slow between Linfield down to Woburn and 128 at the southbound side, slow between Route 3 Burlington and Route 2 in Lexington. And Route 3 at the southbound side, so around 12 over Millwood, Quebec, around 128 at Burlington and 93 at the southbound side, so around North Smith, North Andover, Massachusetts at 128 at the northbound side, so around 95 in Peabody down to Route 114. Route 1 is southbound side, so we chose to Charlestown. 7 Tuttle, slow councils, looking good. 93 southbound side, benefit down to downtown Boston. 29 eastbound side, so 146 and Route 9 to Worcester. 485 on the southbound side, it is slow before 29 in Barber. Today, 190 on the northbound side, so Sterling stretch. 90, 391 on the northbound side, slow around Holyoke stretch. 84 westbound side, so between Newtown and Denver, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side, so Somerset stretch. 84 eastbound side, slow between Farmington and Hartford, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway eastbound side, slow between 79 and Darien, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway westbound side, so between Bridgeport down to Greenwich. 95 southbound side, so between Norwalk down to Greenwich, Connecticut. 95 southbound side, so around the Brentford, Connecticut. And Interstate 8789, southbound side, Lowstar, U.S. Canadian border and Epson, New Vermont. Peter Chilledew's time is 8:56. Time now for a weather report, and it is a sunny and a nice start to your morning, as it is the day after the Super Bowl win by the Patriots. And if you're going to go to the Super Bowl parade tomorrow in Boston at 11 a.m., it's going to feel like it's the Red Sox parade on Halloween Day. It's going to be in the 50s. It's going to be nice weather, so you don't need a heavy coat. You need a lighter version of you need a lighter coat and a sweatshirt to celebrate the Pats' 6th straight Super Bowl victory. Looking at some rain showers in Adirondack, New York City, east of Bridgeport, Burlington, Vermont. And some snow flurries around Quebec City, Quebec. 38 in Providence, 37 in Boston, 37 in Chatham, 38 in Providence, 38 in Augusta, 35, 11 in New Hampshire. A period of ice in this form of freezing rain, its sleet appears likely to the northwest of the Boston Providence corridor, especially if across the high terrain in Massachusetts, while most of the precipitation should arrive after the Wednesday evening commute. Hazardous travel is possible Wednesday night to the Thursday morning rush hour. And patch fog remains across south coastal areas to the Connecticut Valley and north central Massachusetts early this morning. Temperatures at 5 a.m. in the upper 20s to low 30s across central and western areas. With the low level of moisture thanks to the fog, there's going to still be some spotty blackouts and cold roadways and sidewalks, especially if they are untreated. Motorists should extra caution during this morning's commute and take their time in the rate to destination. The temperatures are forecast to rise to the upper 30s to low 40s by 9 a.m. All right, for today, just like this. Today, south sky is going to be very mild, high about 59 degrees, southwest about 37 miles an hour. Tonight, increased skies about 37 degrees, southward about 5 miles coming in the evening for Tuesday. Punch fog before 80 hours. Mostly clouds about 61 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 8 miles on Tuesday night. Mostly crisp about 25 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 8 miles for Wednesday. South sky about 40 degrees. Light east wind for Wednesday night. Rain may after 10 p.m. The rain can be every time with a low about 30 degrees. Light southeast with just pitches 8% for Thursday. Rain likely maybe before 10 a.m. Clouds about 45. Light 39 degrees at just pitches 65%. Friday, rain likely maybe between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Clouds about 53 degrees. Southward about 5 to 8 miles Western Avenue, Winston, Costa, 21 miles an hour, just pitches 6 minutes. Friday night, mostly clouds with 22 degrees, west about 9 to 11 miles an hour for Saturday. Saturday, mostly clouds about 30, about 52 degrees, northwest about 6 to 11 miles, and Costa, 22 miles an hour for Sunday. Most about 33 degrees, and west about 6 miles an hour. Right now in Naughton, it's 40 degrees and first class. And that's me for the Peter Channel morning news on this Monday morning, February 4th, 2019. Viewers, hope you have a good morning. Goodbye day to hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you at noontime.